My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is so not cool. Struggle streamer? But you have two daughters and you're not in their lives, Dr. Umar. But I'm a struggle streamer? You see what I'm talking about?
At ease, queen. It seems you have a bum scammer of a deadbeat for a father. It's okay. I always knew. When I used to host lives daily, people used to come on my people would come on my lives and be like, Isa, collaborate with Dr. Umar, collaborate with Dr. Umar. And I used to give them the same response which I am giving right now. An absolute the fuck no. Dr. Umar is a fraud and a colossal piece of shit. And this is his own biological daughter talking about it. See, I keep saying this. One of the reasons I think Dr. Umar is the worst panderer out there. You have the Pastor Papi Dons, you have the Derek Jacksons. Like, the black woman is the easiest person to manipulate ever. Multiple videos on this app, TikTok, you'll see it where from black women making fun of black women, how white men use them to build a following. See, the thing is, Dr. Umar is a psychologist. He's a sociologist. He went to school for this shit. He knows how to manipulate people.
Dr. Umar's daughter came on this internet and called him out for being a deadbeat, and all he could do was throw out his credentials. I am the most educated, the most requested, the most just throwing out nothing but his credentials. Right?
And that prompted Umar to post this 2-paragraph response on Instagram. So let's take a look. Good Garvey Day. I didn't know today was Garvey Day. I learned something. As I don't live in the prison of other people's opinions, I have no interest in discussing nor explaining my private life with any of you, as my 15 years as the most relevant and requested scholar, orator, activist, Pan-Africanist in the world has made it clear to me that the Negro public is only interested in laughs at the expense of other people's misery. Neither the coonocracy nor the YouTubian struggle streamer community couldn't care less about the truth of this situation. I need him to specify who is a part of the coonocracy and who is a part of the YouTubian struggle streamer. His daughter Anissa actually made a follow-up video when she felt like that was about her. She does not identify as a struggle streamer. She just identifies as a young woman who wants to talk to her father. With that being said, please ask that little girl to stand on business by asking her mother to join in on a 3-way conversation about why her father hasn't been present in her life. I have no problem with this conversation being public, but her mother must be present for that conversation. She needs to keep the same energy and bring her mother to the table. He's talking about his daughter, by the way. I am sure the truth will be revealed if all 3 of us are present together. I have absolutely nothing to hide. I still have all of my family court paperwork in case any lies are told. Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is so not cool. Hashtag no more lies. Hashtag tell the whole truth. Hashtag Prince of Pan-Africanism. Hashtag most requested scholar. And then there's a Swedish flag at the end. Maybe that.
Dr. Umar's daughter just got on here and said, hey, your favorite black activist is a deadbeat father. He didn't even stay with the black queen that he chose to impregnate, right? Now, this is all alleged, but she says she has a DNA test proof. Dr. Umar, listen, if this is true, you deserve 1,000 lashes. In all seriousness, though, we gonna need her to drop that paperwork. We gonna need her to drop that DNA test paperwork because we can't just go off no rumor. But if Dr. Umar Johnson is a deadbeat father, never been there, need 1,000 lashes.
Y'all know my love for children is too strong. Y'all know me too well for anybody to be coming out the woodworks telling you they've been trying to reach me when my number has been public for 20 years.
Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Robi Masaga. Today I want us to have a very serious conversation about Dr. Umar Johnson and the allegations his daughter has made against him. She recently spoke out, accusing him of being a deadbeat father, saying he has never been in her life. She even tried to reconnect, asked him to help her meet her siblings, and what did he do? Nothing. Now, let's be real. When a child, especially an adult child, comes out and says, you weren't there for me, but I still want to have a relationship with you, the right thing to do is to listen, acknowledge their feelings, and make an effort to fix the things. But Dr. Umar, he did the complete opposite. Instead of addressing his daughter's pain, he accused her of chasing views, bragged about his education, and threatened to block anyone who called him out. This is disappointing for a lot of reasons, but especially because this is the same Dr. Umar who constantly preaches about strong black families, responsible fatherhood, and men stepping up for their communities. But if you can't even step up for your own daughter, how can you claim to be a leader? Today, I want to break this down, not just talk about Dr. Umar's response, but to highlight the importance of parental responsibility and why actions speak louder than words. But before I do so, let me share a few videos that I compiled for you guys. Then let me know in the comments what your thoughts are about this particular topic. Also remember to subscribe, like, and share as well.
Listen, brothers and sisters, I want y'all to listen. My phone number has been the same for 20 years. Mind you, I speak at graduations in Philadelphia all the time. I'm on the street in Philadelphia all the time. I have events in Philadelphia all the time. I got family in Philadelphia everywhere. And you've been trying to find me? Stop the cap now. Can we please stop the cap, brothers and sisters? Trying to build your struggle streamer career off of my back? Coming up out of nowhere? Acting like you've been looking for me? Get Mama Smurf. When can the three of us have a sit down? I'm ready for this. When can Mama Smurf, Papa Smurf, and Baby Smurf have a sit down? Oh, I'm ready for this. And I will have my white man paperwork. If they want to send children to do their dirty work, send the children. If they want to send the children to do their dirty work, send the children. Send who you must. If you mind my personal business, I don't care who you are, I strongly recommend you mind your business, because if you don't, you will be blocked and put in the book of Negroes. Oh no. Oh no. As you see on my social media, I've been blocking people who think my business is their business. And if I block you, you automatically in the book of Negroes.
Now, I done shot you a lot of bail over the years, Dr. Umar. This shit better not be true. I almost don't even know where to start with this shit. How does a man tour the country all on podcasts talking about the struggles of the black community, and one of the main issues is how men abandoned women and left them on their own, and here you is actively practicing that shit? I guess that's the reason why you was able to get so in depth with this shit, because you was drawing from your own life as a reference. And to hear that you're not active in their life and you're not paying child support is crazy, to say the least. Because you didn't talk shit about Future, who had all these kids and baby mamas, but at least he's accessible for his kids. At least he is paying for his kids. Same way with Nick Cannon. You out here ain't doing nothing for him, which is crazy because you're constantly being audited about misappropriation of the funds for the school you were supposed to be building. And if you're stealing money from the donation, God damn it, you could at least send a little bit towards your kids. I mean, you got caught up with strippers. I know you paid them. You ain't shooting no money to your kids. Furthermore, if you can tour going place to place, state to state, doing all these podcasts, at bare minimum, you can stream with your daughter so she can start generate some money for herself, correct? Don't let us have to rename you the King Kong consciousness of Pookies. Hey, Dr. Umar, 100,000 lashes. That's how far you set black men back.
See, I keep saying this. One of the reasons I think Dr. Umar is the worst panderer out there. You have the Pastor Papi Dons, you have the Derek Jacksons. Like, the black woman is the easiest person to manipulate ever. Multiple videos on this app, TikTok, you'll see it where from black women making fun of black women, how white men use them to build a following. See, the thing is, Dr. Umar is a psychologist. He's a sociologist. He went to school for this shit. He knows how to manipulate people. So he had the chance. He knows he had the chance of all the people in the world. He could have gone after the white. He could have been like Jane Goodall or whatever her name is. He could have been gone up to white people, manipulated them, used them to get bank. He could have done that. No, he chose his own people. He chose the people hurting the most. He raised more than $250,000 or so to open up a school, to the point that everybody has forgotten about the school. Nobody talks about. He is a fucking colossal piece of shit. A 3-time fucking baby daddy with no wife. Coming out here pandering. Like, the day the black woman will wake the fuck up, grow some balls, and literally stop being black women, like, literally. Look at your lives. Look at the outcome of everything in your lives. Forget your feels. Really, look at the outcome of everything in your lives. Forget your feels. The black men that you don't like, the ones whose content you don't, that's who you need to fucking listen to. But no, at ease, queen. I'm gonna let my daughter be raised without me. Go be a struggle streamer without me. At ease, black queen. I'm a fucking scammer, cause that's what the fuck I do. Cause I say the shit y'all wanna hear, and y'all give me money. Dumbasses.
Right? Like that got anything to do with being a deadbeat. How educated you are or how popular you are has nothing to do with if you're a deadbeat or not. Anybody else catch that, or was that just me? I just feel like Dr. Umar just pulled a Philly ninja move. I said it. Typical Philly ninja move. Be a deadbeat, get caught up on being a deadbeat, but then want to say, me and your mother could talk privately or publicly and we could talk. It was your mother's fault. I got all the paperwork. But if you are the most educated man, the most popular, the most requested man, and with all the education, you didn't know how to navigate getting rights over seeing your daughter, I want somebody to answer that. Like, the pause is for a reason. Like, you did not know how to navigate getting rights over seeing your daughter. No, you was just a deadbeat and didn't want the rights over seeing your daughter.
Before we even get into Dr. Umar's hypocrisy, let's talk about the basic duty of a parent. If you bring a child into this world, your number one responsibility is to be there for them. Not just financially, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Being a parent isn't just about having a child. It's about raising them, guiding them, and making sure they feel loved and supported. And one of the worst things a parent can do is abandon their child and then get defensive when that child speaks out about it. No child asks to be born, and they don't get to choose their parents. But once they are here, they deserve love. They deserve guidance. They deserve to know where they come from. And most importantly, they deserve a parent who is willing to be present in their life. So, for Dr. Umar's daughter to come out and say she wanted to have a relationship with him, that she reached out to him and that he didn't respond, there is no excuse for that. If he truly cared, he would have taken time to make things right. Now, here's where things really don't sit right. Dr. Umar has built his entire platform around being a voice for Black people. He preaches about the importance of Black fathers stepping up, about the need to build strong Black families, and about men taking responsibility in their households. But when it comes to his own family, he's not even practicing what he preaches. You can't stand on stage and tell Black men to be responsible, to protect their children, to raise them with love and discipline, and then turn around and ignore your own daughter when she reaches out to you. This is the definition of hypocrisy. If you're going to demand that Black men be strong leaders in their homes, then the first place you should start is your own home. Otherwise, everything you say is just empty words. And let's not forget, Dr. Umar speaks a lot about how the Black community is broken because of absent fathers. He blames society, he blames outside influence. But what happens when a father has all the power to be there for his child and still chooses not to? It's easy to point fingers at the system, but accountability starts with yourself. Let's be real, when a father is absent from his child's life, the damage is deep. It affects a child's self-esteem, their emotional well-being, and their sense of identity. A father is supposed to be a protector, a provider, and a guide. When that figure is missing, the child is left to fill in the gaps themselves. And sometimes that leads to emotional wounds that last a lifetime. Now, imagine reaching adulthood, trying to reconnect with your father and being dismissed. Imagine asking him to introduce you to your siblings so you can at least have a sense of family, and he does nothing. And instead of Dr. Umar addressing that pain with empathy, he dismissed his daughter as someone who just wanted to use him for clout. But let's think logically. Why would his daughter need clout from him? She didn't come out saying she wanted money. She didn't ask him for fame. She simply asked for a relationship. Another red flag in this situation is how defensive Dr. Umar got. Instead of using this as an opportunity to reflect and possibly fix things, he started saying he would block anyone who tried to bring it up. But here's the thing, blocking people won't erase the truth. You can ignore the conversation, you can dismiss your daughter's feelings, but the fact remains, she came to you for love and connection, and you turned your back on her. A real man doesn't run from accountability. He faces it head on. At the end of the day, this isn't just about Dr. Umar. This is about accountability, responsibility, and the role that parents, especially fathers, play in their children's life. If you bring a child into this world, you owe it to them to be present. No amount of knowledge, public speaking, or community can replace the love and support a father is supposed to provide. And to Dr. Umar, if you ever see this, I hope you take a moment to reflect. Because leadership isn't just about words, it's about action. And the first people you should be leading are your own children. So what do you all think? Do you think Dr. Umar's response was justified, or do you think he failed as a father in this situation? Let's talk about it on the comments, and also don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more reactions. And until next time, bye-bye.